Hi, welcome back. I'm John. I'm a former EMT and a county firefighter. And you've heard us in some of our other videos, you've heard me mention first aid kits. And I've always been disappointed with the pre-made first aid kit, so I've always made my own, with the exception of my jump kit that I bought 30 years ago. Well, I decided it's time to start looking at what's out there and available, because so many things are available now that weren't available even 5 or 10 years ago. So I bought a first aid kit off of Amazon. It's $45. It's supposed to be a pretty good kit, like a good starter kit beyond like your Band-Aids. So we're gonna go through that today. I actually opened the package. It came in this bag and I opened it just because I wanted to see it and I was excited. And this is it. Strap it to something, your pack or the back of your seat. So I'm excited about that. Has a cinch so you can keep everything in there. And the case is actually really robust. So we're gonna go through it today. Let's start on this outside pocket. See what it is. You wanna make sure everything you have is ready to be used. So it comes down and let's see what it has. Everything is labeled. This pocket here says private choice. So that means that's for however your customization of the kit looks like. I like how everything's labeled. So it says safety pins, bandages, that triangle bandages. So we got 1, 2 triangle bandages. I would add a couple more or make some other ones. And no kit ever comes with safety pins, so that's cool. Compass. Oh, it's got a whistle. Oh, wow, yeah. Splinter probes, there's 10 of them. It looks like they're small needles to get your slivers out. So that's good. And a lot of flossers. Don't know why they're in there, but okay, so that's your front pocket. And this is the main compartment. So let's see what we've got here. We've got abdominal pad and gauze and an eye patch. There's your eye patch, a couple of them. 2x2s, some 3x3s, 4x4s, there's quite a bit of them, and just one trauma pad or absorbent pad. I would pack it full with as many as would fit in there, but yeah, that is a good start for sure. And then we've got Q-tips. This is emergency blanket, cotton swabs, and cotton balls. So there's your Q-tips, cotton balls, that's probably enough. And then here's your emergency blanket. That's really good for if they're going into shock. And you have more room to add more of that stuff if you want. There's plenty. So let's get to the meat of this. Looks like this is it right here. We have like an ace bandage, but it's the self-adhesive one. A little bit of gauze. I always put a couple of those in every kit that I make. Let's see what we got here. Fever tracking and ice pack, CPR, burn, and cool tourniquet. That's a lot of stuff in one pouch. That's your instant ice pack. You gotta be careful with these. In my jump kit, my EMT jump kit, I hadn't used it for a while. It had been sitting in my truck and the heat and everything. And anyways, the chemical they exploded and it ate up corroded my zippers and ruined my case, which was not good. So you gotta be careful with those. I don't like those as much as I used to, and they only last 10 minutes anyways. So that's your ice pack. Burn gel. This is a tourniquet. It's kind of a cheesy tourniquet, but it will work. I would get a tourniquet kit the ones that everyone carries, they're not too expensive. Oh, it's a CPR mask. I haven't seen one like that. It's foldable. One I have is it looks kind of like a CPAP mask, part of it. So that's pretty cool because that is small and I like that. These are temp. They stick them on the forehead and it keeps track of their temperature. They are disposable. You'd have to re-up those but it's good, especially with kids. Cooling patch. Cooling patch, cooling patch. It's for a fever, absorbs heat quickly, lasts up to 8 hours. I've never seen these before. I'm trying to figure out what's in it. It doesn't say what's in it. It's probably some sort of menthol or something, I would think. A little bit of tape, medical tape. I would up that. I get some bigger. The thing with tape though is you always have to change it out. So you don't get huge rolls because they lose their adhesiveness. Same with Band-Aids. You're always having to change it out. And then this is cool because it flips over. We got more stuff. This is cool. It has a thing for different kinds of meds. So you put some pain meds, some diarrhea meds, Benadryl, because that's always good for allergic reactions, a bunch of stuff common meds that would help with stuff. Or if you have your medications for your kids or something like that, life-saving medications, put them in here. This is saline. This is cool. So it's just a twist off saline to clean everything up. That is cool. So it's got a couple of those. I haven't seen these in any of the older kits. I'm really impressed with this. Pair of medical shears. They're a little small, but they'll work. Yeah, these will definitely cut belt loops and stuff. Good pair of tweezers, a couple pairs of gloves. I would add some more gloves. Doesn't say if they're latex. This is nitrile. So the blue ones are nitrile, these are latex. So if you have a latex allergy like we do in our family, we buy all nitrile gloves. It has a pair of those that will work. Oh, these are vinyl. They're not, okay, this is cool. 2 pairs of vinyl, 1 pair of nitrile gloves. So you don't have to worry about latex allergies. I'm assuming the rest of this is probably allergy free too. An actual ACE bandage, the real one, has clips. That's good. This is the strap. We have moleskin. That's good. Lots of Band-Aids. 10 types of bandages. We have 215 of them in this pack. So that's actually pretty cool. That's a lot of Band-Aids for a kit this small. And that's the most common thing anyways, is Band-Aids and slivers. This is your wipes, your cleaners, your antiseptics, sting relief, alcohol, iodine, soap wipe, antiseptic cleansing wipe, alcohol-free cleansing wipes. And there's 20 of each of them. So that's actually pretty good. And it's a great variety of the different things. The only thing I would add for this, you get a little small bottle of peroxide. They say you don't need to use that. I mean, a lot of people don't like to use it anymore, but it's great for cleaning dried blood and everything else to get to the wound to actually treat it. And you don't go through 150 of these. And alcohol hurts. So if you're treating a little kid, alcohol really stings. There's alcohol free too. I would get a little bottle of peroxide because it's good, even though a lot of the new wisdom says don't use it because it kills tissue. It's good, it's fine. On the inside, it's actually pretty small, but also pretty big for what you're using it for. Has a bag strap if you want to use that. The thing I like about, let's see, so these tweezers are long and they're metal. They don't have the sharp end on them though, like a lot of them do. So most first aid kits, if they have tweezers, they're garbage. These are actually a good pair of tweezers. So between the tweezers, the scissors, there's a few more instruments I would add if you are trained in them, like stethoscope, blood pressure cuff, and you have room in this. I mean, you got some room there to add your blood pressure cuff and your stethoscope. If you want to do that, you don't necessarily need to. The cool thing about this that I like, I'm excited about this. Normally, I would probably just give this to my kids or something because they don't have anything in their cars. I might actually keep this in my car. This is actually a good one that's good enough that I would do that. My jump kits in my trailer, our RV that we use for when we go four-wheeling and stuff, because someone's gonna get hurt, they're gonna get hurt bad. This has this strap on here so you can crank it down, or if you're bulging at the seams, it holds it together. It's got a handle. So this is actually like a mini jump kit, I would say. It's not bad. I would get one for, if you don't have a good, robust first aid for your 72-hour kits or your preps, this is worth it. I think I paid $45 on sale. It was $49, so it wasn't really a big deal. But for a $50 kit, this is a good value. Previous videos, that little green kit that I have, that I put in every other of the small kits, that cost me $25. And it is not even close to being as complete as this kit. I'm excited. This is worth it for a pre-made kit. If you found value in this, like, subscribe, again, comment for things you would add to the kit or what you have in your kit that I didn't cover. And we'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.